Deanna and welcome to my channel. Today I kind of wanted to talk about motherhood. I know that I'm not a professional. I'm not seasoned. I have been a mom for 7 months. That's it. I, first of all, cannot believe that Calvin is 7 months old. Like, what is going on? So a while ago I asked what you wanted to know about motherhood and what I thought about it. And one of you asked, how would you describe it? And I have been thinking about that question ever since. I love my son. I love my son so much. He's amazing. It's the best to watch him grow and learn and figure things out and smile and roll around, and oh, his giggle is just, it melts my heart. It's so sweet. And I mean, I think he has the sweetest little smile around, and his cheeks, and he's so chubby, and he's got little chipmunk cheeks, and oh, and the rolls, and they're just so sweet. And he's starting to snuggle a little bit, and he's just figuring out how to wave, and he gets really distracted by his own hand. It's kind of hilarious. So I love my son. And I can't imagine life without him. It's really weird that there was a life without him. Like, I know there was. It's weird. It seems like it was so long ago. Like a whole lifetime ago. And obviously it wasn't. I guess it was his whole lifetime ago. But it is not all rainbows and butterflies. I don't just love and adore every second. For the most part, I love being his mom. There, like I said, depends on the day. Some days it's really hard. I knew motherhood would be hard. Don't hear me say, oh, I just thought it was going to be a walk in the park. No, it's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I had expectations and an idea, and I guess a dream, a design, a plan for how I thought things would go and wanted things to go, and they haven't. I have a happy, healthy, wonderful little boy, and that is about the only thing that has gone according to my plan. And before pregnancy, I like to plan things. And before I had a baby, before I had him, I was pretty okay. I was pretty good with things not going according to plan. I could adapt. I was pretty flexible. I was really good at that. But now that I've had a baby, I've gotten worse about that, which is not how that's supposed to go. It's supposed to be the opposite. I guess it's because it's something that I thought I'd have the hang of it by now. Silly Deanna. And I don't have the hang of it at all. There are days when I'm like, man, I'm killing this. I'm a great mom. I am super mom. And then there are days that I'm like, who let me leave the hospital with a baby? Like, when is his mom gonna come pick him up? So an example of this planning that I thought would be happening, and like expectations that I have that aren't coming to fruition when I thought they would. I thought he would be sleeping through the night and putting himself to sleep for naps and bedtime and have, you know, like a strict set schedule, and he doesn't. He is strong-willed and high energy. Whew, I don't know how he does it. I didn't realize it was gonna be so hard to keep up with a 7-month-old. It's amazing. And it's great. It's amazing to see his energy and how much fun he has, and he's so much fun. And he just loves to look around and watch you, and oh my gosh, does he love to watch people. He just stares and like observes, and it's so sweet and it's cool, and I know that he's just learning so much and putting things together, and it's really cool to see. But like, he's learned to hit 2 things together, and it's so funny. But at the same time, like, can you chill out for a minute? Please? Mom needs to rest. And he loves me. He loves me so much, which I love. But that also means that he wants me all the time. He just wants me to play with him and hold him and this and that. And he's currently trying to crawl and stand at the same time. And he can't, and so he needs me to do that. And that's fine, but let me tell you, it's kind of exhausting to sit on the floor all day. I don't particularly like to sit on the floor all day, and that's okay. But I do it for him. You know, we sit on the floor and we play and we roll around and we look at toys and all sorts of stuff. Sometimes he struggles to even play by himself for 10 minutes, and I need 10 minutes to eat, or, you know, I need a little bit more time than that to eat. And that's not to say I don't have help, because I do. If you're new and you don't know, I am currently living with my family while my husband is overseas unaccompanied for a year. So I do have my family's help, and that's awesome. And now my brother's home too, and so he's just having the time of his life, and my in-laws are down the road, and it's great. I do have a lot of help, but there's only so much help that they can give. One thing I do really love I am such a sucker for my kid, which I guess is what you're supposed to be. But I'm such a sucker. I love to buy him little things. Like I got excited when I found these cute little, there's softer something spoons, and he just loves to chew on them. They help his gums, and that's awesome. And he just got his first tooth, by the way. It's so funny, but he's so happy. I had these expectations, and they're not being met. And it's really hard because I thought I would be better at this. That's what it boils down to, is I thought I would be better at this, and I'm not. It doesn't look like I thought it would look. I don't look like I thought I would look on the outside, I guess. I'm struggling to find moments and sections in the day that I can sit down and make a video, and I know you're gonna be like, well, just do it with him. It's not that easy. Much easier said than done personally. I'm really struggling with it. Sometimes it feels like I'm losing my mind. And then he smiles, or he snuggles. And sometimes you just hold my baby and it's okay. I am still breastfeeding, 7 months in. It's getting a little harder with the tooth, but we're working through it. He is eating food, so we are still breastfeeding though, which is, it's amazing that I get to do it, and I am really, really thankful for that. I'm really thankful to be able to do that. Now, if you don't or can't breastfeed, no shame. You do what you gotta do. A fed baby is the best baby. I think I built up what I wanted to look like and what I wanted this to look like. I had this picture in my head and what I wanted it to be, and it's not that at all. It's not at all what I had thought and planned and pictured, and it hurts a lot to let go of that, and I'm really struggling to let go of my plan, and I don't know why. Because like I said before, I've been pretty realistic about this whole thing, about like, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hard and a lot of other things, but I was like, ah, it'll be okay. I'll be fine. I think part of the reason that I am struggling so much is social media, and that's on me. Comparing myself, you know, seeing other moms that are continuing with their YouTube channels just fine with, you know, little tiny babies, or, you know, getting up and getting dressed and putting on makeup every day. Sometimes majority of the time that doesn't happen. That's hard. I don't feel like me anymore. You know, the moms that go to the gym every day, and I'm like, well, shoot, man. I barely want to change out of my leggings. So I'm constantly comparing myself and thinking about the mom that I said I wanted to be and that I'm not, and beating myself up for it. And I know I need to stop comparing myself, but it's hard. Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and the internet make it hard to admit the hard parts of being a mom. Here I am admitting the hard parts of being a mom to you, because I want you to know that you're not alone. I don't want you to feel lonely, because motherhood is lonely. And I didn't think it was going to be this lonely in a house full of people. But I feel lonely. My husband isn't here. I have friends. I have mom friends. Some of them are here and some of them aren't. And it doesn't matter. When I go and meet my mom friends that are here, for that, you know, hour or two, it's great. But then it's right back to being lonely. And that's really hard to admit. To come out and say, hey, I'm not okay. Or to ask questions. Hey, did you feel like this? Because what if they didn't? It took me months to be able to ask my friends that are also moms, hey, did you ever feel like this? Did you have these kind of thoughts? Did you have this? Did you have, you know, did you experience this or that? And what did you do? Months, because I was afraid of what if they say no? And what if they judge me and think I'm a bad mom? And what if I'm not normal? And it turns out I'm not alone in my thoughts and feelings, and I'm a terrible mom and maybe I'm not cut out for this. I do not enjoy every second of every day of being a mom. It is not rainbows and butterflies and just the best journey I've ever been on all day, every day. There are some days when I want a couple hours to myself and I can't get them. And it's hard, and most new moms don't. That's not me complaining about my situation. I know that people have it a lot worse than I do, but that does not invalidate the fact that I feel sad and stressed and overwhelmed and lonely and defeated and sleep deprived, and it's all, unfortunately, it's normal. And you know what else is normal? Postpartum depression. my whole pregnancy was so scared of getting postpartum depression. I psyched myself out, and I was like, oh, I'm okay. Psyched myself out, and then those first 2 weeks that I had him, the first 2 weeks were really, really hard. But the first 2 weeks can still be baby blues, and that's what I thought it was. I mean, this whole big hormone change, and literally I just birthed a human being. I was so tired. It was the first month was really hard, but those first 2 weeks specifically, I cried so much about breastfeeding and not sleeping and not knowing what he needed and moving and my husband leaving. But by the time I went to my 6-week checkup, I felt okay. I was still stressed and still wildly exhausted and whatever, but I didn't feel, the good days outweighed the bad. So I was like, I probably underplayed it to my OB though. I think I did, because I didn't want to overplay it and then be like, okay, you're being dramatic. I shouldn't have underplayed it like I did, and I should have reached out for help a lot sooner. Probably wouldn't be as overwhelmed and as, now I feel like I'm behind because I'm really good. My husband said, you're not a bad mom. You're a great mom. You're just really good at, you're also really good at beating yourself up. And I need to get better at that. I just wanted to let you know, anybody out there, you're not alone. And this shouldn't be something so taboo to talk about. This shouldn't be something so hush hush and so like, oh, she has postpartum depression. Yeah, you know what, I do, and it kicks my butt some days. Some days it doesn't. Some days I win. Some days are great, and some days it really kicks my butt and throws me on the ground and kicks me some more, and that's also okay, because I am learning to talk about it and reach out for help, and that's all okay, and I'm taking other steps to, you know, get better. But I'm trying not to shy away from it anymore, because I felt like I was hiding, and I don't need to hide that part of me. It's a part of me. It's a part of my motherhood journey, and that is okay. But it took me a really long time, 7.5 months here, to be okay with saying, I have it. I'm suffering from postpartum depression and I need help. If you guys need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I would love to talk to you and help you feel a little less alone, a little more understood. I've got a friend that calls me and says, I don't want to be a mom today. I'm done with my kids. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate her. I can't tell you how much I appreciate her reaching out to me and sharing her feelings with me, like, hey, I don't want to be a mom today. Or is your kid driving you nuts? Because mine are driving me up the wall. And I'm like, yes, oh my gosh. Or no, but yesterday, you know, we can just connect on that. And motherhood is hard, and it breaks my heart when I see people on social media saying, I just love every minute of being a mom, because I don't. And I desperately want to. And I love most moments. I really do. I love most of them. And the majority of the ones I don't love are 3 in the morning, but that's okay. I do enjoy being a mom, and I'm learning to love where I am. But I love some moments of motherhood that I do love. You look silly. So like I was saying, you see yourself? I try really hard to make sure the first thing I say to him in the morning is, I love you. I love you. And then he gives me that face, and it starts our day off really well. And I just love that smile. And I love it when he holds my fingers. I love it when he learns new things. I love watching him roll over and sit up. He can't sit up on his, like, he can't sit himself up, but yes. Yes, hi. Hey. And I love how he looks at me and how he just loves me. I do. I love your smooches. Oh, and I love it when we FaceTime Daddy. And he looks at him and his face just lights up when he sees his dad on the phone. It's the sweetest little thing. Oh, that's my hair. That. Look at that sweet young. Look at that. Oh, hi. I love watching him explore the world around him and learn new things. It is so fun, and I love it when he talks, even though he's not doing it right now. He's got a sweet little voice when he's not yelling. Even your yells are fun, though. Oh my goodness. And I love his curls, and bath time is so fun now. So he recently learned how to splash in the bath, and that is just so cute. Everything you do, not everything, most things you do just melt my little heart. And I love you so much. Yes. I love you. So, being a mom is not glitter and rainbows and butterflies and sparkles all the time. As you can tell. Alright, Grabby. Ugh. So, motherhood is not rainbows and glitter and butterflies and sunshine all the time. It's just not. Sometimes it is storm clouds and screaming and crying. So I'm learning to let it out and move on and figure out what's going on, ask for help, figure out what I need. Whether it's to nap or eat or have 20 minutes where I just lay down and don't look at anything and don't listen to anything and just breathe. I never understood why my mom needed quiet time and space until now, and I have apologized to her profusely just about every day. Wow, I have an amazing mom. If you want to learn more about my amazing mom, shameless plug here, you should check her out. I will link her in the description of this video. She is a singer and an author and a speaker, and she is really focused on helping couples stay in love. That's what she's passionate about. So check her out. Oh, she's a jazz singer, and she wrote a book called Dancing in the Kitchen, and it is really neat. She interviewed, I think it's 10 couples about their marriage. Some of them stayed together, some of them didn't, and some of them, one of them was an arranged marriage. There is a military marriage in there. All about, you know, staying in love and what worked and what didn't and what they thought. It's a really great book, and I highly recommend it. So check that out. Shameless plug. Love you, mommy. She's also a great jazz singer with 2 CDs out, so check them out. What do you think, Calvin? So how do you describe motherhood? You can't. It's a really weird journey, and it's different for everybody, much like pregnancy. Everybody's pregnancy is different. Everybody's pregnancy is different, and so everybody's mommy journey is different. And where are you going? What are you doing? Monkey boy. You are so high energy, and yes, it's okay. Reach out to your friends. Reach out. Ask for help. Please, please ask for help if you need something. And it's even if you don't have to have postpartum depression to need to reach out and ask for help. Please don't eat my glasses. You don't have to have postpartum depression to need to reach out and ask for help or need a break. And it is okay to need a break from your own kid. It is okay. Don't let anybody tell you any differently. So I'm Deanna. I'm not a perfect mom. And this is my happy, healthy, bouncing baby boy, Calvin. And we are gonna figure this out together. Thank you. I'm sure I left something out, and I will do this again as he gets older and I grow into being a mom more. But if you have any more questions or comments, please let me know. If there's something you want to see me talk about or see me do, hit me up. I want to know what you guys want to see. Yeah, silly boy. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Say bye. You say bye?